Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. This is Geaux Stros coming at you on a Sunday morning. Oh, one second. I don't want to have the feedback in the mic. I accidentally had my audio up. I apologize for that. Today is, for me, September 1st, Sunday, September 1st. Just after 8 o'clock in the morning. And on the agenda today, we have Game 3 of the Kansas City Royals versus the Houston Astros in the Juice Box, Minute Maid Park. Astros leading the series 2-0. It's been quite a ride so far. Astros hopefully will pull out another win today. I heard some commentators saying some pretty ridiculous things earlier. I'll share those with you in just a moment. But before that, let's get to the game because it should be starting in just a couple of minutes. And I want to be sure that I'm on the page whenever it begins. I don't want to miss it because I've got it on mute right now because the commercials are too loud. It's a little distracting. But I want to give some information to you before the game starts. Yusei Kikuchi is on the mound again for the Astros today. Yusei has been rather masterful since arriving in Houston. He hasn't been able to quite get through the fifth inning yet. He's gone like 5 1/3, 5 2/3, but he hasn't quite been able to get through 6. That's what the Astros are hoping to do with him today. We'll see if he can do it. The most runs he's given up so far is 3. He's had 5 starts. He gave up 2 runs, 1 run, and 3 runs. Really good ERA since being with the Astros, and he's been bringing his overall ERA down. Looking for him to have a great game today. And the Royals now have their first batter coming to the plate. Michael Garcia is due up first, followed by Bobby Witt Jr. And then Salvador Perez. Yusei's on the rubber. Here comes the first pitch to Garcia. A little low and outside for ball 1. Heard some updates on Bregman earlier. Nothing big, but I'll share it with you in just a moment. That next pitch, 86 miles an hour on the inside corner. Strike 1. Looks like the Minute Maid Park crowd is still filtering in slowly. Man, if I'm going to go see a baseball game, I'm going to be there so early. Oof. Wow. Nice pitch right in the bottom of the zone. 93 miles an hour. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Kikuchi starts off with a strikeout, swing and a miss with a 95-mile-per-hour fastball. How do you like that? First batter goes down swinging. Boom. That brings up Bobby Witt Jr. Witt, I believe, has 1 hit. He's basically like almost 1 for 10 in this series so far. First pitch to him is out. Oh, right. No, on the outside corner for strike 1. Here's the next pitch. This is bounced to third. Dubon has got it. He fires the first, gets the out, no problem. So Witt goes down again. I don't know what happened there. That happened to me yesterday. I don't know how that happens, but all I have to do is switch tabs so you guys can see the highlight. And for some reason, it opens a folder, a file folder to my computer. I don't even have a clue as to how that happens. I can't duplicate it. I'm clicking on something. First pitch to Salvador Perez is a swing and miss for strike one. So a strikeout and a ground out, 2 outs for the Astros against the Royals in the top of the first. Next pitch is another swing and a miss. 93 miles an hour up high by Kikuchi. Oh, 0-2 is the count against Perez. Here comes the pitch. He hits this one to right field really hard, but Ben Gamel's back to the warning track. He's able to catch it right on the edge of the grass. Puts it away for out number 3. Kikuchi gets out of the first inning without any damage done. Strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. Astros will be coming up to bat here in just a moment in the bottom of the first. And now let's take a look at the Astros lineup for today. Just to let you know, now's the time I wanted to take to give you the update about Alex Bregman. They talked to Joe Espada earlier about Bregman. Kind of surprised they didn't actually talk to Bregman himself about that, but it's no big deal. Basically, Bregman is feeling a little uncomfortable, especially when he's swinging. So even if he's DHing, he's just feeling uncomfortable with those swings. And so right now, they said he's just day to day. We're just going to have to wait and see how he feels. And that's all the update they really have on Alex Bregman. Today's lineup looks very similar in several ways to yesterday's lineup, except there are a couple of little changes. Altuve is going to lead it off, and he'll be batting not only first, but he'll be in at second base. Yordan Alvarez batting second, playing left field today. Yainer Diaz in the DH spot at 3. That means that Caratini will be catching. Followed by Jeremy Pena in the 4th spot, then Jake Myers, Victor Caratini, Mauricio Dubon, Zach DeCenzo, and then batting in the 9th spot, Ben Gamel. Gamel's batting .302 right now. I want to look up some of his stats for you guys, because I know that he only had about 18 at-bats this year before he came to the Astros, I think. I think that's right. Now for the season, for the total season, he's had 53 at-bats. 53. 16 hits, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, and a stolen base, batting .302. After 53 at-bats, hitting .302, that's not bad at all. Can't complain about that. Can't complain about that. First pitch to Altuve comes right in there, 95 miles an hour, swing and a miss. That was I could feel the fan on that whiff. Here comes the next pitch to Altuve. This one's set up to the middle. It's pretty far. Man, that one floated out there. It looked like a light hit at first, like a little liner, but it floats all the way out there. That was a misleading ball, right? It didn't look like it was going to be that deep, but it floated all the way out to center field. Man, if he had pulled that one, there's no telling what might have happened. So Altuve flies out. What an interesting looking hit. Yordan Alvarez comes to the plate, batting .312 right now. Yordan shows bunt. That's funny. Yordan's laughing about the result of that. But look at this. Have you ever seen Yordan bunt before? It goes foul. That was hilarious. 0-1 is the count versus Yordan Alvarez, the bunter. Here comes the pitch. Yeah. Oh, that was right in there. That one he should have bunted. Strike 2. That one's right in the middle of the plate. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This one's a high fastball, 98 miles an hour, but fouled back. Jordan asks for a timeout so he can adjust his home run hitting gloves. One out, no runners on, 0-2 is the count. Here comes the pitch to Jordan. This one's hit hard, but foul off to the left side. 97 mile per hour fastball. Pam, hey, welcome back. How far from Kobe do you live? How far from Kobe? Not too far. Next pitch is in the dirt. That's going to be ball 1-2. Pam, I live in, like, if you look at the map, Hiroshima is not just a city, it's also a prefecture, so it's a really big area. And I live in, like, the far east, southeast side. Jordan hits it to right field. That's down the line. Is that going to be fair? It's just foul. Oh, my gosh. That was an extra base hit just missed by Jordan right down the line. Look at that. Just barely foul. Less than 3 feet foul, according to the replay. I'll show that to you in just a second. Look at this. Less than 3 feet. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Reagans. That one is hit down the line again. Whoo, man, he is threatening. Trying to hit it out of the park. Look at that. Jordan playing around with that wall out there. Here comes the 1-2 pitch again. Oh, he gets him on a curve in the dirt. Yeah, he tricked him. He won that battle. You win this time, Reagans. Out number 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Out number 2. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate. I'm just skipping outs. But Pam, where I'm at is called Onomichi. It's a small town in southeastern Hiroshima. It's not too far from here to Kobe, but strike 1 to Yainer. I think you can actually get on the high-speed train, the Shinkansen, here in Onomichi and go to Kobe in a very short amount of time. Next pitch is a foul tip, swing and miss. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count against Diaz. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Another strikeout for Reagans. Yainer goes down swinging on 3 pitches. Not a good looking at bat for Yainer. Jordan ripped a couple. And Altuve was able to take him deep to center field. But the Astros come away with nothing. No hits, no runs. At the end of the first, it's all goose eggs. If I'm not mistaken, you can get on the high-speed train from here and go to Kobe in, I don't know, less than an hour. It's not too far. If you want to drive there, you can do that. But, you know, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it. It's so much easier to just take the Shinkansen, the high-speed train. Actually, the Shinkansen station is so close, I can walk out my door and I can see the trains going by. So I can walk to the train station in 10 minutes and hop on the high-speed train. I'm closer to the high-speed train station than I am the local train station. Let's see how long it takes. Oh, okay. Now it's about an hour and a half. If you take the high-speed train, it's an hour and a half, so it's a little longer than I thought. But still, I mean, an hour and a half on the high-speed train, that's not bad at all. It's only slightly longer to get to Osaka, less than 2 hours, because Osaka is right by Kyoto. Kobe. It's also right by Kyoto. You could say Osaka is in between Kyoto and Kobe. That's accurate. That's true. All right, Kikuchi is on the mound again, facing Paul DeJong. I kept saying his name is DeJong this series, but it's DeJong. That's ball one. 1-0 is the count. Good pitch. 94 miles an hour on the outside corner, strike one. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. A little outside, 94, similar to the last one, but just missed by a few inches. Here comes the next pitch from Kikuchi. Strike two, swing and a miss, 92 miles an hour. Well-placed pitch by Kikuchi. They're showing food in Minute Maid Park to the commentators right now. I wonder how expensive that stuff is. Swing and a miss, strike three. Another strikeout for Kikuchi. 94 miles an hour on that one. Boom. That brings up Freddie Fermin. First pitch to Furman. Every time I see his name, I think Furman. But it's pronounced mean, so Fermin. Vermin? That's funny. Strike one right in there. Taken for the first strike of the at bat. Second one taken. 79 mile per hour curveball. Strike two, man. 0-2 is the count. Nice. Throwing one in the dirt. He'll probably swing at it here for strike three. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Fermin swings, and it was almost in the dirt. 88 miles an hour, inside and low, swing and miss. I called it. Whoa. Okay, that's a little confusing. There's some confusion now on the mound because they thought that was strike three. Everybody thought that was strike three, but the umpire says no, one of those was a ball. But they have no idea. Now they're saying it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Everybody's confused on the field right now. So there's going to be another pitch. How crazy is that? This one's fouled away by Fermin. What in the world is going on with the umpire? Literally everybody, the batter, the pitcher, the catcher, everybody thought it was strike three except for the umpires. Like, no, that's 1 ball, 2 strikes. What in the world is going on? Opposite world right now. I thought maybe I was having a stroke there for a second. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. This one's a high fastball, fouled away. Umpire has cost Kikuchi at least 3 more tosses so far because of that nonsense. Here comes the next pitch to Fermin. Fouled back again. Throw him another curveball in the dirt. He'll swing at that one. 20 pitches now for Yusei. 1-2 pitch again on the way. That one is in the dirt, but no curve. Ball 2, 2-2. Oh my gosh, Yuli Gurriel was picked up by the Royals today. Can you believe that? Sure you guys know him. Another foul. Count remains 2-2. Pam, why are you interested in Kobe? 25 people listening in. Thanks so much for being here. I'd appreciate you liking the video. Curveball in there for strike three. Finally, he gets that strikeout back. Caught looking with that curveball right in the zone. And Fermin goes down. It goes down like a dirty rat. Zero here in the top of the second. 2 outs MJ Melendez now at the plate. Takes the first pitch, 87 miles an hour, right down the gut for strike one. Here comes the next pitch from Kikuchi. This one's hit up the middle. Pena comes over, scoops it up, fires the first. That'll be out number 3. Another good result there for Kikuchi. His defense backs him up for that one. Going into the bottom of the second, still no hits, no score on the board. The Astros have been putting some hard lumber on the ball, with the exception of Diaz. I think Diaz was able to get a foul tip, but other than that, he was whiffing, looking pretty poor on his swings. But Altuve and Jordan gave the ball some rides. Pam says, I have a friend who lives there, and if I mail him your package, I'm wondering how you could connect. He's a teacher over there. Are you serious? You're really going to mail something to me? If you do that, that's too sweet. You are too sweet. That's awesome. I've got family that won't even do that. That's amazing. But that's cool. Well, if they wanted to make a trip over, I mean, there are different ways to send it over. One is to just mail it over. If your friend doesn't have the time or ability to leave Kobe, like I said, there's a Shinkansen train here, so it'd be very easy, like an hour and a half to hop on the train and come here. But I wouldn't expect them to spend all that time and money unless they wanted to take, like a weekend trip or something. And I could show them around. They could visit Onamichi, go up to the temple here, look at the harbor, and all of that stuff. Maybe I could show them around. If they're interested in doing that. I would absolutely love to go to Kobe because I haven't had a chance to see the city yet. I've only been in the Kobe train station. I stopped there one time because I fell asleep on the Shinkansen and I went too far. I went past the city that I was going to. So I had to get off the train in Kobe and turn around and come back. First pitch to Jeremy Pena is a little inside for ball 1. I see the Astros now have some Jason Hayward jerseys in the shop. That's pretty interesting. They've already got those coming out. Here comes the... All right, next pitch is inside and low. Ball 2. I just heard, guys, did you know that? They're going to have new City Connect uniforms next year. So the ones they have right now, they're not going to make them after this year. They're not going to be using them, rather, after this year. That one's in there for strike 1. 2-1 against Jeremy Pena. No outs, no runners on. He calls timeout, takes a break. If I had the money and the time and my health was all right, I would absolutely hop on the train and take a trip to Kobe and spend at least one day there. Pena hits a towering shot out to left field. That could have easily been a home run, but it goes foul. Holy cow, that was a monster shot. Look at this. Way up there. Into the second deck, actually. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to Pena. Check swing, did he go? They say he did. That's strike 3. On a high inside fastball, 97 miles an hour, Pena goes around and strikes out. That was a pretty pitiful. Yeah, that was definitely a whiff. You can see the side shot here. Yeah. That was unfortunate. Brings up Jake Myers. Jake Myers takes ball 1. So he avoids the Myers count today. All right. Good job, Jake. Jake batting .231. He's brought his average up by 2 points. This one's hit hard down the third base line on the ground, but foul. 1-1 is the count. One ball, one strike. Here comes a pitch. That one's low and inside. 96 miles an hour, ball 2. I didn't get to the sports shop yet. That's all good. They sometimes show that's in there for strike two, 2-2. They sometimes show the sports shop at Minute Maid Park, some of the updated stuff that they're bringing in or moving out or sales or specials or things that they have. Usually some of the stuff, or often rather, some of the stuff is way overpriced and kind of crazy. That one's inside and low, curveball, ball 3, full count. Jake Meyer is pretty patient at bat here, not swinging at anything too crazy. Taking the pitches out of the zone. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That's right in there and fouled away again. 86 miles an hour. He stays alive. Three balls, 2 strikes. Here comes another 3-2 pitch. This one's hit hard but foul down the right side into the crowd. 96 right in the zone. Myers getting the wood on it. So far, that strikeout by Pena was kind of a fluke. It was a check swing miss on a really high inside fastball, but otherwise, everybody's been putting the wood on it. But as soon as I say that, Jake Myers swings and misses. But once again, that pitch was way out of the zone. It was a terrible pitch to be swinging at. It should have been ball 4. But I will say that every pitch that has been hittable that the Astros have swung at, they have put the bat on, with the exception of Yainer Diaz. Caratini's at the plate now with 2 outs. He's batting right-handed. 96 miles an hour, right in the center of the plate, and swing and miss. Caratini looking like Yainer Diaz right now. Here comes the next pitch. Way outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Here comes a 1-1 pitch. Curveball low and inside. Ball 2, 2-1. Sweet Richard, thanks for this Astros fan here. Richard, that's sweet. Like you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it, man. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Caratini. That's a swing and a strike on a high fastball. Richard, one of the reasons I started the channel is because there were no other English-speaking channels doing the Astros, and I couldn't believe that. I was like, how does a team like the Astros not have an English play-by-play guy on YouTube? I don't get it. So it's one of the reasons I decided to start doing it. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled away. 96 miles an hour, low and inside. Count remains 2-2. Two outs, no runners on. 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's 2-2-2. Here comes the pitch to Caratini. In the dirt, ball 3. Another full count. .32 pitches now for Reagans. Here in the bottom of the second. Astros making him work. Despite having no hits, he's already over 30 pitches. This one's hit high and back, foul. Count remains 3-2. But anyway, Richard, thanks for being here. Thanks to everyone else for being here today. If you will, take the time to like the video. I'd appreciate that. It would help more people see the channel and come in. That would be really nice. Thank you in advance. Here comes a 3-2 pitch. Another strikeout, swing and a miss, 85 miles an hour in the bottom of the zone. Caratini can't get the bat on it, so Caratini wound up looking more like Yainer Diaz at that at-bat. So far, it looks to me like I haven't seen Ben Gamel's bat yet in this game, or Dubon or DeCenzo. But the first 6 batters for the Astros, only 2 of those are looking like they can't put the bat on the ball so far. And that's Yainer Diaz and Victor Caratini. but the other guys are actually getting the bat on the ball, and that's a good sign. But we're going to go into the top of the third. Yusei Kikuchi's coming back on the mound. So far, it's a pitcher's duel. Both pitchers retiring 6 batters in a row. No hits, no runs, no errors, no nothing. No interesting thing so far in this game. I don't mind that when the Astros are pitching, but I do mind it when they're batting. Seems I got 3 new subscribers. Welcome, whoever you are. I don't see the updates about who has subscribed, but if you have recently subscribed, thank you very much for being here. I'm very appreciative of new subscribers, and especially my old subscribers. Anybody who comes in for the first time and sees and subscribes and sticks around to support the channel, you have my utmost gratitude. Maybe some of the newer people don't know, but one of the reasons I do this channel is because I'm trying to build something that I can do from home. I live in Japan. I attend a language school studying Japanese full-time, so Monday through Friday I have to do that. And then sometimes I can't call the games because I have to be in school. I have more time on the weekends to do the games, so I get up early to do those. Today I didn't have to get up until 7 o'clock, so that was fine with me. 7 o'clock is normal for me, so that's fine. But I have a health issue. I have a massive freaking tumor on my kidney that's causing me problems, so I have to go to the doctor once a month. Expensive medications I have to keep picking up and buying. So anything that you guys can help me with to grow the channel is greatly appreciated, sincerely. Kikuchi fires the first pitch in there for strike 1 against Nick Lofton. Second pitch comes in 94 miles an hour hot. Another strike. Strike 2. 0-2. Boom. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High and outside. Ball 1. 1-2. 94 on that one. It's funny, they were showing footage of the crowd calling out to Jordan as he went out into left field. That's funny. Ooh, next pitch, 88 miles an hour, curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Kikuchi gets another strikeout. How you like that? Boom. Lofton goes down. Oh, they say that was a slider. 88 miles an hour. Nice. 29 pitches now for Kikuchi. Facing Garrett Hampson. First pitch, 87, right in the top of the zone. Strike 1. 0-1 is the count. Whoo, 95 just barely misses the upper outside corner. That was a beautiful pitch. Well placed. Just barely missed. That was close. Here comes the next pitch. Low. Hit down the right side. It's going to be a fair ball. Are you kidding me? Right down the first. Look at this. Lucky shot right down the first baseline. Just barely fair. And it's going to be a double. Can you believe that? First hit of the game, and it's a garbage hit. Can you believe it? Good grief. Runner on second with 1 out. Nothing DeCenzo could do about that. Here comes the first pitch to Kyle Isbell. That's a little outside for ball 1. Strike? Is that strike 1? No, strike 1. That was weird. This umpire is strange, the way he calls pitches. 0-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Ball 2. Kikuchi needs to take a breath and calm down. Seems like that bothered him a little bit. Ball 1, I'm sorry, 1-1. Why do they keep changing the count on the screen? Now I'm confused. It's saying 1-1 right now. They go from 1-0 to 0-1, and then 2-0, and then 1-1. Now it's 1-2 with that foul ball. I have no idea what the count is. I'm just going to call what's on the screen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch to Isbell. No, Kikuchi comes off the mound, fakes a throw to second. That'll reset the pitch clock. Craziness going on with the counts today. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. A high fastball gets him out. Strike 3. Woo, man, 96 mile per hour. Too much for Isbell. How do you like that, buddy? Go sit down. 2 outs now. That brings up Michael Garcia over 1 today. First pitch to him is on the way. Right in there on the outside corner of the zone. Couldn't have been more perfect. 96 miles an hour. Taken for strike 1. Look at that beautiful pitch. 0-1 is the count. 2 outs, runner on second. Here's the pitch to Garcia. Swing and a miss. Foul tip. In the dirt. 0-2. Looked like another slider from Kikuchi. No balls, 2 strikes. Throw him another one just like that. Here comes the pitch. That one's in the dirt, though. Bouncing ahead of the plate, it looks like. Little too low. Not quite that low, Kikuchi. Let's bring it up just a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's bring it up just a little bit. Just enough for him to swing and miss it. Here comes the next pitch. This one's hit hard out to right field. Really hard, but it's going to harmlessly sail out into the crowd. Nothing doing there. One ball, 2 strikes. 40 pitches now for Kikuchi. Here comes the 41st. .97 miles an hour on that one. Way high. Ball 2. The count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. He put some beef on that one, but it was off. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Check swing. Little half swing. Fouls it off. Stays alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yusei Kikuchi with a 2-2 count on Michael Garcia with 2 outs and a runner on second. It's like 2-2-2-2. That one's tapped down the first base line. Little foul. Count's going to remain 2-2. .44 pitches. .44 pitches coming up for Yusei in just a moment. He gets the call, looks back at second. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, in the dirt. It gets away. Caratini's going to have to fire to first, and he gets it there in time. Great play by Caratini. He blocks the ball in the dirt, makes the play to first, and gets the out. Check this out. Boom. Great heads-up play and hustle by Caratini to not let that ball get past him. Yusei gets the strikeout. And that's it for the Royals in that inning. They threaten with that cheeky double, but nothing comes of it. Kikuchi gets the next 2 batters to shut them down. How many strikeouts does he have now? 6, guys. Kikuchi has 6 strikeouts in 3 innings. Awesome. If he can get through 6 innings, can you imagine him having another dozen in total? Another dozen strikeout game, finishing 6 innings? That would be great. I really hope that he's able to get to that milestone. Just, it's a little thing, but get through the 6th inning. If you can get to the 7th, if you can get us to the 7th, it'd be a big deal. Let's see here. What have we got going on? Anything in the chat? Nothing right now. Got 12 likes on the video, guys. My goal is to get to 20 likes on the live streams right now. There's a reason for that. I've noticed that there's a very real difference in the amount of exposure, views, and people coming in to watch whenever the channel gets, or the live stream gets to 20 likes. So if you could really help me out with that, I'd appreciate it. It's real simple. Just if you're on your tablet, your phone, or even your TV, whatever device you're on, just give the video a like, and it'll help YouTube to recommend it to more people. I would really, really appreciate it. Arigatou gozaimasu. Just thank you very much. Let's take a look at the Astros lineup. First pitch is coming in from Reagans to Mauricio Dubon, who's the leadoff batter. That's fouled away. Oh, 0-1 is the count against Dubon. Here comes the next pitch. That one's right in there. 78 miles an hour. Nice curveball. 0-2 is the count. Dubon will be followed by DeCinzo and Gamble. Here comes the next pitch to Dubon. A swing and a miss. So Dubon goes down on 3 straight pitches. Foul, take a strike, swing a strike. So Dubon looking like Caratini and Diaz swinging the bat. Nothing impressive there. That brings up Zach DeCinzo. DeCinzo sat out yesterday with Jason Hayward in the game. Here comes the first pitch. That's right in there. I always shake my head when I see these 81-mile-per-hour curveballs right in the zone. How can you take those? Those are blast hits, man. Hit those. Here comes the 0-1 pitch to DeCinzo. Inside, 90 miles an hour, swing and miss. 0-2. 5 pitches from Reagans this inning and 5 strikes. Good grief, man. Astros are trying to give me a headache. Can't wait for the top of the order. If these guys aren't going to get it done, I want to see the top of the order again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And are you kidding me? He takes it right down the middle, 96 miles an hour, strike 3. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Right there. Some of the Astros bats right now, they're just looking like amateurs. I don't think that what the pitcher is throwing is anything that's spectacular. I mean, a fastball right down the middle for strike 3? Are you kidding me? Ben Gamble shows bunt but pulls back. Strike 1, it's in there. Why show bunt and take a strike? Confusing. 0-1. Here comes the next pitch. That pitch is taken for ball 1. Just barely outside. That one's inside. Ball 2. So, takes a strike. Takes a ball outside. Takes a ball inside. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It's 2-2. Astros are just looking like garbage this inning. Dubon, DeCinzo, and Gamble so far just, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Gamble taking a timeout. Now he's back into the box. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Now, are you? Oh, God. Another strikeout looking, guys. Are you kidding me? Look at this. It didn't even move hardly at all. It went straight into the zone. I seriously don't know what I'm looking at right now. These are Major League Baseball batters. And they're just taking strikes right down the gut. DeCenzo and Gamel strike out looking with pitches right down the middle of the plate. We're not talking about some kind of crazy big curveballs or sliders or sweepers that go way out and come in, or way in and then go. We're just talking about pitches right down the middle. If you have 2 strikes and that ball is anywhere near the strike zone, you have to be swinging. You can't stand there and watch it. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Is my coffee ready? Yeah, close enough. This is my second cup of coffee. This is my weak cup. I'm going to use it to calm my nerves. Is it possible to use coffee to calm your nerves? Perhaps. Perhaps. Regardless, thanks for listening to my rant. I tried to walk a line between showing enough emotion about the games and not showing too much emotion. I think that a good philosophy is to care, but not care too much. The good news is that the bottom of the batting order is out. The top of the batting order will be coming up for the Astros later in the the bottom of the 5th. It's the top of the 5th right now. The first pitch from Kikuchi to Bobby Witt Jr. is a ball. The second pitch is coming in hot, 87 miles an hour. Swing and a miss. How do you like that, Witt Jr.? Strike 1. 1-1 is the counts. Whoosh. Oh, that was a foul ball. How did I miss that? That's a swing and a miss. Maybe I was just seeing the future just now. I don't have my glasses on, so I was looking at the small screen there. There we go. Swing and a miss. A Witt whiff. Whiff Jr. Bobby Whiff Jr. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from Kikuchi. Strike 3! Bobby Whiff Jr. goes down to Kikuchi. Yosh, yatta! Check it out. Bobby Whiff Jr. Witt continues to have a pretty pathetic series against the Astros, and I'm loving it. Just like Ronald McDonald, baby. 1 out. Salvador Perez comes to the plate. First pitch is bounced down the third baseline, just foul. Strike 1. Strike 1. Strike 1. I wonder what would happen if I started calling all of these games in Nihongo, in Japanese. 0-1 is the count against Perez with 1 out. The 50th pitch of the game coming up for Kikuchi in just a moment. And here it is. High, 96 miles an hour, ball 1. The count is even. When is JV pitching again? Thanks. Give me just a second, Richard, and I will let you know when he's scheduled to pitch. Should be in the next couple of games. That one is low and outside, but clips the corner for strike 2. Good pitch by Kikuchi, 96 miles an hour. Blink. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes the next pitch. Kikuchi gets him swinging, but he fouls it back, 96 miles an hour. Count remains 1-2. Let's see. Astros schedule. Full schedule. Next pitch from Kikuchi's on the way. This was hit to the left side and through. That's going to be another base hit for the Royals. Jordan brings it into second, and the big fat man, Salvador Perez, is on with a base hit to left field, right through the hole there. Talk about getting lucky. I don't see how that guy can play baseball. He doesn't look like he can move very fast. Well, one runner on, one out. That brings to the plate ball to Young. Strike on the upper outside corner, right on the corner. 95 miles an hour on that one. Oh and 1 is the count. Here comes the pitch. That one's hit out and a right field foul. Strike 2. 88 miles an hour on that outside corner. He just barely manages to get the bat on it. 1 out, runner on first. 0-2 is the count against DeYoung. Here comes the pitch from Kikuchi. Outside, 87 miles an hour. Let's see. Looks like Verlander will be pitching on Tuesday the 2nd against Cincinnati. Game 1 versus Cincinnati, Richard. Justin Verlander is scheduled to be on the mound that day. Check swing. He didn't quite go. That's going to even the count, 2-2. There's also a possibility that Kevin Tucker comes back in that series against the Reds. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Strike 3. Swing and a miss on a 96 mile per hour high fastball. Another good pitch by Kikuchi. Another strikeout. Rack 'em up. Eight strikeouts for Kikuchi now, guys. 8 strikeouts. Next batter is Freddie Vermin. Vermin? Swing and a miss. On a pitch in the dirt, man. He made him look like Dubon and Caratini and Diaz and DeCenzo on that swing and miss. 0-1 is the count. This will be the 60th pitch of the game for Kikuchi. Here comes the pitch. Way high. 94 miles an hour. That's going to be ball 1. Even the count at 1-1. Misro desde Zaraza. Zastron ganan hoy y mañana. Testing my Spanish here, my Espanol. That one is low for ball 2. Low and inside. 2-1 is the count. 2 outs, runner on first. Pitching to Freddie Vermin. Kikuchi comes off the rubber, and that'll reset the pitch clock. Here comes the next pitch. Ground ball to shortstop. Pena's got it. He fires over to first. And that's the 3rd out. No big deal. Pena comes through on the basic ground ball. And that'll do it for the Royals in the top of the inning. Top of the 4th. Astros due up in the bottom of the 4th. My personal hero, Jose Altuve, and the hero of the game yesterday with the walk-off double off the wall. Did you guys see that? Did you guys see the shot by Altuve? I did post it in a video. I'll try showing it to you here. Where's it at? That's Jake Myers. I think you can see it over here. Let's there it is. That's Jake Myers getting the single. He got on base first. Okay. Jose Altuve comes up, I kid you not, with 2 outs. 2 outs, 2 strikes on him. And he does this. He hits it all the way to the wall. Almost a home run. It plinks off the wall. Did you see that? It was so close. It hit the wall like right about here. It was very close to a home run, just a few feet from being a home run, but it kicks way off the wall. Myers is able to come all the way around and score from first base. Jose Altuve walks it off last night. That's my hero right there. That's my hero. And then they come out and dump ice on him. Yeah, I love me some Altuve. He's my guy. Couldn't be happier for a guy like Altuve. And speaking of Altuve, Jose. He hits that one hard, but it's going to be a little too high. Very first pitch. The left fielder's going to take that in, no problem. So Altuve does go after the first pitch, and it was not a bad pitch to be swinging at, but he just got too far underneath it. So that's going to be the first out of the inning. Yordan Alvarez comes to the plate with 1 out, no runners on. So that's twice Altuve has gotten a good hit, just in the wrong spot. First pitch is outside for ball 1 to Yordan. Here comes the second pitch. This one's hit a little hard, but fouled off. That evens the count 1-1. Mine too. Yeah, Pam, we are Altuve freaks, I think. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. Oh, Alvarez misses a 79-mile-per-hour curveball. I think he was around way too early on that one. Come on, man. You can't be doing that. Come on, Yordan. Be Yordan. Don't be DeCenzo right now. That one's hit hard. It's out to left field. That might be dangerous. It drops. It is going to drop. Nice. Yordan with the base hit to left field. It stayed over there long enough. Or it went over there far enough for him to drop it in and get on base. So, whoops. I still have a runner on first base. My bad. Yordan corrects it for me again. So, the Astros have a runner on first with 1 out. That brings up Yainer Diaz. He goes after the first pitch and just barely foul down the third base line. Man, Diaz finally makes contact with the pitch and misses a base hit down the third base line. Look how close that was. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on first. Here's the pitch to Yainer. Ooh, come on, man. That was a strike on the outside corner, 81-mile-per-hour curve. You got to swing at that. 0-2. He's got the Myers count on him. Here comes the pitch from Reagans. That one's hit hard to the right side. 96 miles an hour on the inside corner. Yainer fouls that one off to the opposite field. Oh and 2 is the count. Here comes the pitch. Yainer swings at that one. That one fouls back off the mask of the umpire. And they're all checking on him, make sure he's all good. He seems okay. Man, that one went right off the side of the mask of the umpire. Crazy. I'm going to show you that they showed a up-close slow-motion shot there. I want you guys to see that. Look at that. Crazy. Everything's good. Next pitch is outside for ball 1, 1-2. 55 pitches now for Cole Reagans, I'm sorry. Carl Reagans. I'm thinking Carl Sagan. Little tapper to the shortstop. It's going to be a little trouble. No double play, but they do get Yordan at second. So fielder's choice by Diaz with that tapper to the shortstop. Unfortunately, Jordan does not quite make it to second. I don't even know why they tried to throw it to first. Yiner was already there by the time he went to throw it. That brings up Jeremy Pena to the plate. It seems that Pena is getting around fast today and getting his bat on the ball. He just got unlucky with that really high inside fastball and check swing. Let's see if he can do something here with somebody on base. Not like that. Swing and a miss. Strike one on that. Got an interesting stat just now, guys. I'll give it to you in just a moment. Next pitch to Pena. He takes it right in the zone, 80 miles an hour. Are you kidding me? What is the deal with the Astros taking these beautiful pitches right in the center of the zone? It doesn't get any more perfect than that. Look at that. How do you not swing? 0-2 is the count against Pena with 2 outs, runner on first. They just said that there are 28 swings and misses this game by both teams combined. Can you believe that? 28 so far by both teams. Swing and miss. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Pena. This one's hit hard to left field. And it's going to be playable. Wow, they almost run into each other. The center fielder and left fielder almost run into each other. And just at the last moment, the center fielder takes charge and just barely gets it. That was almost a disaster. Left fielder is supposed to back off that ball. Center fielder generally is supposed to have the right of way on that. Not quite sure what they were thinking out there, but unfortunately they do not collide. Astros get nothing out of that. Still 0-0 in this game. Astros with 1 hit. Jordan's hit this inning, his first hit of the game. The Astros' first hit of the game. KC with 2 hits. No errors for either team. We're going into the top of the 5th, guys. Kikuchi's back up on the mound. He's got 62 pitches so far this game. Averaging roughly 15 pitches per inning. Now, here's the thing. If Kikuchi gets all the way through the 5th inning, if he gets to the 6th inning, okay, all he has to do is get the next 3 outs, and this will be the longest outing he's had so far. He hasn't gone past 5 2/3. And I think he can do it. His pitch count is only 62. Even if it takes him 20 pitches, he will only be at 82 pitches to get through this inning. I think he can do it. But I believe he can do it in less than 10 pitches. I believe. He's going to be facing MJ Melendez, the 6th guy in the lineup. So the Royals have the bottom of the batting order coming up to face Kikuchi. All right. Kikuchi's back on the mound. Melendez is up at the plate. He hits it to Jose Altuve. Altuve sends it over to first. Out number 1. Just like that. Actually, I missed the first pitch while I was looking up some information online. It was a strike. The second pitch. The second pitch was a ground out to Altuve. That's 1 away. Nick Lofton comes to the plate. He hits that one hard to left field. Jordan is over, and he makes the catch, no problem. There we go. 3 pitches, and Kikuchi already has 2 outs. Man, pitching like this, Kikuchi might get through 6 innings now. That'd be awesome. What if Kikuchi could go 7 innings? How amazing would that be? 2 outs. Garrett Hampson comes to the plate. First pitch to him is low, 94 miles an hour. Ball 1. He actually did have that double, that little poke down the first base side. His last at bat. Next pitch is just outside. Wow, that barely misses. 93 on the outside corner. Ball 2. Look how close that was. Right there. 2 balls, no strikes. Here comes the pitch. That's in there. 85 miles an hour. Gets the bottom part of the zone. Strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Well-placed pitch by Kikuchi. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's too low. He tried the same pitch, but that one was about a good 6 inches below the zone. Ball 3. 3-1 with 2 outs. Kikuchi needs this out here. He doesn't want to get any base runners. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. That one's in there. 85 miles an hour. It looks like Hampson's not interested at all in swinging. He's trying to get that walk, but it doesn't work out for him that time. That one's right in the zone. Full count. Here we go, guys. 70 pitches now for Kikuchi. He needs this strike to get through this inning. Here comes the pitch. Wow, that one was a little low and outside, but they give him the strikeout. Man, that was a little generous by the umpire. But why? Yeah, and Hampson didn't like that at all, man. He backs off the plate. He was very unhappy. Look at his response here. He's like, "What? Are you kidding me? Come on." And I can't blame him. That was low and outside. It was. But, you know, it goes both ways. This umpire has been mostly consistent with those calls so on both teams. So both pitchers are having a good game. You can't really complain too much. You know, whenever you have 2 strikes, you got to be careful about the pitches you take. If it's anywhere near the zone, probably got to be swinging because you never know what the umpire is going to do. But that's 9 strikeouts for Kikuchi this game. 9. His opponent, Cole Reagans, has 8. 17 strikeouts between the 2 pitchers so far, with more than 30 swings and misses by all players combined. Nuts. Absolutely nuts. And so far, guys, Jose Altuve is the only Astro to not strike out. How do you like that? Altuve has flown out twice. But Alvarez, Diaz, Pena, Myers, Caratini, Dubon, DeCenzo, Gamel, they've all struck out 1 time. But not Altuve. No, he gets the bat on the ball. At least he is today. Caratini comes to... No, I'm sorry. Jake Myers comes to the plate. First pitch from Reagans is in the dirt for ball 1. This next pitch will be the 60th of the game for Reagans. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. That's in the zone. Myers had the right idea to swing, but he's not able to get the lumber on it. That's strike 1. The count's even. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Wow. Low and away. 83 miles an hour. Swing and a big whiff by Jake Myers. 1-2 is the count. Myers is swinging at it, but not touching it. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Oh, Myers takes another. What is... God. Oh, my God. That's about 5 Astros that have watched a strike 3 come in. Look at this. How can you not swing? I guess Myers was like, I can't hit the ball, so I might as well just let it go and see if I can get a walk. Well, not like that, my friend. One away, Victor Caratini comes to the plate. First pitch to him is low for ball one. Reagan starts him off the same way that he started off Myers. 1 out, no runners on. Caratini calls timeout, steps out of the box. Caratini, the Ben Affleck lookalike. Let's see you do something, Caratini. Come on. That one's a little outside. 90 miles an hour. Ball two. Good eye by Caratini. Two balls, no strikes. Here comes a pitch from Reagans. Oh, why did he swing at that one? Low and inside. 88 miles an hour. Strike one. That would have been ball three for sure. Caratini thought it was going to be a hittable pitch. You thought wrong, my friend. Here's the 2-1. That one's in the dirt. Almost hits Caratini. That would have been ball four, but as it stands, it's ball three. 3-1. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swing and fouled back by Caratini. 94 miles an hour right in the zone on that one. Counts now full, 3-2. Three balls, two strikes. Here comes the pitch. Low and inside, and he does get the walk that time. And I believe I haven't updated the base pads, so probably don't need to change them. We have a runner on first with 1 out. I'm going to double check. Yep, I remember correctly. I'm going to take the base runner off and put the base runner back on just to feel like I'm accomplishing something. There we go. Mauricio Dubon is at the plate, guys. He struck out in the third inning. He takes the first pitch for strike one, apparently. I thought that was a ball, but it was a strike. 0-1. Here comes the pitch. This is hit hard to left field, close to the warning track. He got around on it pretty good, but not good enough. If he had pulled it right down the line, it might have had a chance, but as it stands, out number 2. Caratini stays at first base. Down goes Dubon on one swing, or two swings, rather. One swing, but 2 pitches. My bad. I'll get it right eventually. Zach DeCenzo also struck out in the third. He comes up to the plate. Runner on with 2 outs. Of course, the first pitch right down the middle, 84 miles an hour, swing and a miss. Can't even get his bat on it. I can feel the air off that. I don't even need to turn my fan on. All the way from Minute Maid Park to here in Japan, I can feel that one. Ooh, thank you again for that next fan, DeCenzo. That one was even nicer than the last one. That feels nice and cool. That cool breeze off that whiff. Man, thank you. I don't have to pay electricity for my fan. 0-2 against DeCenzo. Here comes the strikeout from Reagans. Nope, it's ball 1. I'm so negative on that. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That pitch was way outside. 2 outs, runner on first. 1-2 against DeCenzo. Here comes the pitch from Reagans. He does get the strikeout, so I was right after all. Unfortunately, I was correct about there being a strikeout there. I just don't think that DeCenzo can hit today off of Reagans. I don't think it's possible, and I was right. The sad thing about being cynical is that when you know that you're going to be right, or you turn out to be right because you thought you were going to be right, it's just a sad situation because you don't really want to be right. Trust me, guys, I don't want to be right when I say that DeCenzo is going to strike out. I want to be wrong. I want him to prove me wrong. Please prove me wrong. But I haven't seen anything even slightly impressive with some of the batters today for the Astros. I think that they're not going to do anything until they get a different pitcher. That's the way it's looking. The only good thing is that they've had a few at bats where they were able to drive the count up full, and so they've got uh, what is his what's his name again? Cole. They've got Reagan's pitch count up a little bit, so I think that they'll have a chance against another pitcher. But right now, the Astros only have one freaking hit through 5 innings. The Royals only have 2 hits off Kikuchi. We are completely scoreless. Yesterday, we had kind of a pitcher's duel going on. Today, we have an even bigger pitcher's duel going on because there are still no runs on the board. When was that first run scored? Yesterday. Let me take a look. I know that Gamble had a home run in the 3rd. Okay, so that was the first run scored. But no run was scored again until the 8th. So today, actually, we've been through more innings without a run scored. We've been through 5. So yesterday's pitching matchup, despite it being good, was not as good as today's. And I'm talking about both sides. I'm not talking about Framber's no-hitter through 7. Kikuchi delivers that first pitch in there to Kyle Isbell in the low part of the zone for strike 1, 94 miles an hour. And here comes the next pitch. That one's a little too low for ball 1, 1-1. 73 pitches for Kikuchi. Here comes the next pitch. That one's hit to the left side, and that's going to be through, unfortunately. Leadoff hit by the left-handed batter, Kyle Isbell. I think every hit that he's had against the Astros has been opposite field. He's never pulling the ball. And he'll be on first base, so I don't have to change that again. Michael Garcia comes up to the plate. No outs, runner on first. He's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. Here comes the first pitch from Kikuchi. Garcia showing bunt. Looked high and outside, but they call it strike 1. Kind of generous there, I think. Good framing by Caratini there. Here comes the next pitch. Strike, swing and a miss, low in the zone, 89 miles an hour. Count is 0-2. Good pitch by Kikuchi. How do you like that? Boom. Could be the 10th strikeout of the game for Kikuchi right here. Let's see. He tosses it over to first base. Just a little lob. Isbell gets back, no problem. Doesn't even have to dive. He just steps it back over to the bag. Probably just a little break for Kikuchi. 0-2, no outs, runner on first. Here's the pitch to Garcia. That's in the dirt for ball 1, 1-2. 90 miles an hour there. Anything going on in the chat, guys? Nothing right now. Got about 18 people following the video. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to like the video. I'm still sitting at 14. I need 6 more likes at least. Get myself up to 20 to really help me out. Thank you in advance. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. It's tapped towards first. DeCenzo takes it and steps on first. Not quite sure why he didn't try to make an attempt to go to second. It seems like he might have had time to do so. But he doesn't. He just steps on first for the out. It looked to me like he had time to go to second. Questionable. I'd like to see that replay, but I don't think they're going to show that. Bobby Whiff Jr. comes to the plate. Runner on second. Kikuchi throws it to Altuve at second. Isbell gets back. That was a quick throw to second. You don't see that very often. Quick pick-off throw to second. Here comes the next pitch, or the first pitch rather, to Whiff Jr., who lives up to his name by whiffing at that one. 95 miles per hour up in the zone, strike one. Swing and a whiff. Oh and 1. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. In the dirt. 96 miles an hour. Ball 1, 1-1. One and 1 is the count with 1 out, runner on second. Here comes the pitch from Kikuchi. Fouled back. 95 miles an hour on the outside corner. Strike 2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Whiff Jr. Bobby Whiff Jr. That sounds like a name you'd see in a baseball parody movie. My name's Bobby Whiff Jr. And he just strikes out a lot. Here comes the 0-2 or 1-2 pitch. Fouled away again. Goes over into right field. Gambles over there, but it's out of play by about 8 feet or so. No play. Count remains 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. After a bit of a timeout. He's back in the box. Kikuchi has the call that he wants. Nope. He steps off the rubber. Caratini runs out to the mound. They're going to have a little chit-chat, a little powwow, a little get-together, a little afternoon tea on the mound. If Bregman were in the game right now, you know he'd be over there. Dubon is not over there. So he's breaking the tradition of the third baseman always coming over. Altuve retying his laces on second base. Now he's ready to go. Awesome. All right, here comes the 1-2 pitch from Kikuchi. That one's low and outside. 2-2 is the count. That would have been a nice one for Whiff Jr. to swing at. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, runner on second. Here's the pitch. Whiff Jr. hits it out into right field. Diving catch. Oh my gosh, an amazing catch by Gamble. Whiff Jr. nails it out to right field. And look at that catch by Gamble. Holy cow. Out number 2. Man, he hit the ground so hard. You can see the dirt just come digging out of the ground right there. Look at this. Look at the dirt when he hits the turf. Boom. How do you like that? Holy cow. Great play by Gamble. Man, that was awesome. Salvador Perez is up with 2 outs. The first pitch to him is a swing and a miss on a 96 mile per hour fastball. Strike 1. Man, whew, what a play. 0-1, here's the pitch. Another check. Did he go? They say he went. That's a strike. 0-2 is the count. Man. Perez couldn't hold up on that one. 2 outs, runner on second. 0-2. We've got 2-2-2. Second, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Kikuchi having a hard time with the pitch comm. He's finally got it. Here comes the pitch. He does. He's got it, guys. Strike 3. Kikuchi does it. High fastball. Strikeout number 3 on Perez. Or strike 3 on Perez. Another strikeout. That's 10 strikeouts for Yusei Kikuchi. He's all fired up. The Astros are fired up. The crowd is fired up. I'm feeling fired up. Wow. That's great. Freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. That's what I like to see. Amazing catch by Ben Gamel out in right field. And then a strikeout, a follow-up strikeout by Kikuchi. What a great inning. 10 strikeouts now for Yusei Kikuchi. He gets through the 6th inning for the first time since he's been with the Astros. He does it. He finally does it. Awesome. They were talking about that earlier today. Was he going to be able to do that? They've been aiming for that as a target. If he can get them at least through 6 innings, then we can be cooking with gas. And sure enough, he did today. Both he and Reagans have 10 strikeouts. 20 strikeouts this game between the two pitchers. Pretty insane. Due up in the bottom of the 6th, Ben Gamel, the one who just made that awesome catch out in right field. My hero, Jose Altuve, and the big man, Yordan Alvarez. Let's take a look in the live chat. Anything going on here? It's kind of quiet right now. Got about 16 people following along. Thank you so much for being here. Wow, it's still sitting at 16 likes. Or 14 likes. I can't believe it. I'm still 6 likes short of 20. If you guys haven't liked the video yet, please take a moment to just like it and help me get to 20. It's actually a big difference between having about 14, 15, 16 likes and having at least 20. Once it gets to 20 likes, it's very easy for my views to suddenly increase up to like 45 to 50. And the reason for that is because it's like an algorithm, almost like a trigger, okay? Once the live stream video gets to 20 likes, it's like a trigger that pushes the YouTube algorithm to send my video out to more people. And then more people come in. There are different levels. I don't know how it works, but I have seen very clearly that there's a big difference once I get to 20 likes. Usually the influx of viewers goes up. So it's almost kind of like think of it as a dam that's letting water through. If it's barely open, then there's only a little bit of water coming in. If you open it some more, then there's more water coming in. That's basically how the likes and the views work with YouTube, as far as I can tell. So with just a few likes, a few people are coming in, but with more likes, it's like opening the dam a little more, and then more views pour in, and the more likes, the more viewers, and the more likes and viewers, the more viewers come in. It's just like a compounding thing. They're showing some really awesome highlights of Jose Altuve, the Crawford killer. Altuve, famous for big hits when it matters, when it really matters. Wow, looks like they just hit Altuve. Okay, wow, I just missed something here. Apparently, while they were showing those highlights, he was hit right on the foot. Yeah, okay, he got lucky there. It hit kind of the bottom of his foot. So Astros actually have runners on first and second now with no outs. Apparently, while they were showing those highlights of Altuve, Ben Gamel got on while they were showing those highlights of Altuve. I don't even know how he got on base. Did he get a hit? Yeah, Gamel got a hit. He got a single. Not sure exactly what's going on here, but the Astros have Ben Gamel on second base and Altuve on first base with no outs. Yordan Alvarez at the plate, guys. Big opportunity for the Stros right here. Real quick. Here in the bottom of the 6th. High fastball in the very top of the zone for strike one. Yordan didn't like that one too much. Next pitch is on the way. 0-1 pitch. This one's hit down the first baseline, bounced foul. 0-2. Alvarez needs to get a hold of one right here, man. He really needs to rip one. He can do it. He's been putting the bat on the ball. Just needs to get his pitch. Get your pitch, Jordan. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside and low. Takes that one for ball one. Good eye. 1-2. It's so crazy when they're showing all of these highlights and stuff and talking about Altuve. I didn't even get to see Gamble get on base. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one's in the zone. 79 miles an hour. Drops down in the low outside part. Alvarez is able to foul it away. Good job protecting the plate there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The crowd is now cheering much louder than before. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Good call by the umpire. That one was just a few inches out of the zone. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. In the dirt. It's full. That one's bouncing in the dirt. Runners go back. They will not be able to advance on that pitch. The count is now full. Man, that would have been nice for them to advance on that. Fermin, lucky with that block. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch to Jordan. Oh, wow. Called ball 4. My gosh, that was so close, guys. That could have been strike 3. It was so close. Look at this. Right on the outside edge. Look at that. How do you like that? You know, I have to say that Kikuchi got a couple of those in the last inning. And they didn't give them to the Royals, so I feel sorry for them, but, you know, it's ball 4. Astros load the bases with no outs. This is the biggest opportunity of the entire game for either team. Yainer Diaz comes to the plate with bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the 6th. A nice grand slam here would be perfect. Here comes the first pitch to Yainer. Check swing, a little low and outside, ball 1. They say that he did not swing on that one. Thought it was obvious, but they went in and asked the first base umpire anyway. 1-0 the count against Yainer. The crowd is really loud right now. Here comes the pitch. Ground ball. It's going to be through. It's going to be through. Altuve is coming in. He's going to be all the way in. Altuve scores. That's a 2-run hit. 2-run single through the hole for Yainer Diaz. Gamble comes in easily. He can walk home. Altuve is waved in. He scores. 2-run single by Yainer Diaz. How do you like that? That's right. How do you like that? Yainer Diaz comes through with a 2-run single. Astros up 2-0. Still no outs. Runners on first and second. Jeremy Pena's at the plate. First pitch, he swings and fouls away to the third base side. 3 hits now for both teams. 3 hits for the Astros. 3 hits for the Royals. Astros up 2-0. Breaking through finally in the 6th inning. 0-1 the count to Pena. Ooh. 95 right in the zone. Foul tip, strike 2 by Pena. That one was good hittable pitch. Pena just couldn't make solid contact with it. 0-2 is the count. No outs, 2 runners on. Jordan is stealing third. He's safe. Jordan Alvarez steals third, guys. And Diaz takes second. I kid you not. Jordan Alvarez just stole third base. Oh my gosh, guys. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? What in the world? There's that stupid thing again. Jordan Alvarez, the big man, steals third base. That has got to be embarrassing for a pitcher. Take a look at this. Jordan Alvarez. Uh-oh. Jeremy Pena hits one deep to center field, guys. It's off the wall. That's going to be a two-run double. Jordan is in. Diaz is in. Pena is no, he's in for a triple, guys. Pena, the speedster, gets all the way to third base. A triple, a bases clearing triple for Jeremy Pena off the wall in left center field. Wow, the Astros are lighting up Cole Reagans right now. He is at 93 pitches. Wow, the Astros up 4-0. Absolutely amazing, guys. Pena just misses a home run, but his speed gives him a triple. Holy cow. Off the wall, about 400 feet. Whew. What a game. Astros lead 4-0. Pena on third. No outs yet in this inning. It looks like that's going to be it for Cole Reagans, guys. They are bringing him out of the game. They've got a pinch hitter. That's right. They've got a pinch hitter coming in for the pitcher. That's right. He's going to go to the mound with a bat. And he's going to throw bats at home plate instead of balls. That's right. They've got a relief pitcher coming in for Cole Reagans. It's so sad. He had such a great game through 5 innings of just almost no-hit ball, a shutout, and then the Astros just start lighting him up in the 6th inning. No outs. Jeremy Pena on third. Wow. Absolutely amazing, guys. This inning has been amazing. We saw Jordan Alvarez steals third base. Did you think that you would ever see that in your lifetime? Jordan Alvarez stealing third base. Are you kidding me? And then Pena following that up with an off-the-wall triple. Holy freaking cow. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Man, that deserves another cup of weak coffee, I think. Methinks. I need to update the base pads. Move my beloved Jeremy Pena over to third. Pena has a special place in my heart right now for that awesome triple. Show me the love, Pena. Showing us the love. Man, I'm loving this game, man. I love so many things about what's going on with the Astros right now, especially I was so happy to hear that the Astros were finally getting their first Japanese player. I mean, I'm in Japan, but I was happy to hear about that. Kikuchi's having a great game now. Now the Astros are lighting up the Royals pitchers. Jake Myers is at the plate facing Steven Cruz. First pitch is 99 miles an hour, just a little high, ball one. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Myers. Ooh, 97 right in the zone, but a swing and miss by Myers. Man, Cole Reagans, I feel sorry for the guy. He's in the dugout and he's very angry, very upset. Feel sorry for him. That next pitch is inside. Myers almost with a protective swing, but he lets it go for ball two. No outs, runner on third. Jeremy Pena on third. It wouldn't take much to get him in. Here's the next pitch to Myers. Outside, Pena's easily going to score on that one. He's safe. He slides in right under the tag, guys. He makes it. It was close, but I called it. I just figured Pena, he's got to be able to get there. Surely he's got to be able to get there. And I'll give you a better replay in just a second. I'm sorry, I missed the live play there. That wild pitch went to the backstop, and Pena was able to take off and just barely get in there. It was close, but he made it. Woo, look how close that was. Look how close. Yeah, I think Pena's the only one that scores on that play. 5-0 Astros. No runners on, no outs. Next pitch is in there on the inside corner for strike 2. The count is full. Wow. What an inning. We've seen so much crazy stuff. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Jake Myers. Is Myers going to keep it going? Let's see. Here's the full count pitch. 98 miles an hour. Hit hard. Foul by Myers. He stays alive. Steven Cruz. Do I have Steven Cruz's picture in my folder? I'm not sure if I do or not. Let's see. No, I do not. Another foul ball. 99 miles an hour. Myers is able to get his bat on that one. So Myers is speeding up a little bit. He's doing a little better with these really fast pitches. Maybe he'll actually get on base here. Keep it going. Keep it going, man. Let's get 10 runs this inning. Here's the next pitch to Myers. 3-2 pitch. Fouls it away again. These pitches are in the zone, ranging from 92 up to 99 miles an hour, but Myers is fouling them off. This will be the 9th pitch for Cruz. And here it comes. Fouled away again. Myers forcing Steven Cruz to a 10-pitch at bat. Fouling away anything even close to the zone. Here comes another 3-2 pitch. 98 miles an hour, fouled away again. This is going to be the 11th pitch of the at-bat for Steven Cruz. Jake Myers, the foul machine right now. Wear him out, man. Come on. Here comes the next pitch. Fouled away again. I kid you not. 11 pitches. This will be the 12th. Come on, Jake. Get him up to the baker's dozen. Here comes pitch number 12. He puts this one in play, but it's to the third baseman. That's going to be an easy play, and it is. Out number 1. After 12 pitches, finally, he's able to get Myers on a ground ball. Hilarious. 12 pitches to Myers. One away, no runners on. Victor Caratini comes to the plate. That's just a little outside, but they call it strike 1. Can't complain about it. They call that for Kikuchi. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one's inside in the dirt. Almost hits him on the foot. Ball 1. The count is even. Yeah. Huh? That's in there for a strike. Strike 2, 1-2. Why do I see 2 Pam Flailers in the chat? I think somebody's copying you. Is that right? Somebody's copying your account? Pam, I see that somebody else is in the... that can't be you, right? This pitch is hit to the shortstop by Caratini. Easy toss over to first base and out number 2. So 2 ground outs for the Astros, back-to-back for 2 outs. So after that really big 5-run start to the inning, 2 ground outs. Mauricio Dubby comes to the plate. Strikeout and a flyout today. First pitch to him, swing and a miss, high in the zone, 92 miles an hour. The crowd is actually still pretty loud right now. They're still cheering. They're wanting more. 0-1, here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, low and outside. 0-2 is the count. That was a pretty bad pitch to be swinging at. 0-2 pitch in the dirt, low and away. 1-2. Oh, they're doing the wave. The crowd is doing the wave right now. One of the commentators that follows the Astros games, he was complaining about that. He thinks that it distracts the crowd and the teams from the games. Swing and a foul ball. Count remains 1-2. That one goes back to the screen. What an inning for the Astros. Here comes the 1-2 pitch to Dubon. That one's hit high up. Looks like the second baseman will be able to get it. He's got it. Michael Garcia puts it away for out number 3. But not before the Astros score 5 runs. What an inning for the Astros. All around, Astros just owning the Royals that inning, knocking Reagans out of the game. Just destroying his pitching. He was visibly upset when he was in the dugout. Feel sorry for the guy, but you know what? That's the problem with baseball. You've got a guy on the mound who is the most important player on the field, your pitcher. The pitcher is number one most important. If he has a good game, you have a chance. If he doesn't have a good game or if he breaks down, then you're screwed. That's the thing about baseball I've always had a problem with, is that I think it's too much. It's not a team sport. I mean, I know people say it is a team sport. You have to score, you have to have defense, you have to have pitchers too. I understand that every position is important. But you cannot tell me that the right fielder is a more important and key position than the pitcher. You can't tell me that there's any position more key and important than the pitcher. A true, solid, 100% team sport would involve more of a balance. But baseball has a very big imbalance because of that position. And I was talking about this with a friend of mine a while back. And his question to me was, well, if baseball as it stands with its current rules is imbalanced, then what would you do to change it? Or what could be done to make it more balanced? They're showing some highlights of this great catch by Ben Gamel. That was great stuff. And I'll get into that in just a second. Kikuchi is back on the mound for the Astros, facing Paul DeJong in the top of the 7th. This is the first time that Kikuchi has pitched in the 7th inning for the Astros. 0-1 with that foul ball. No runners on, no outs. 0-1 against DeJong. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 83 miles an hour, up and away. Big whiff. Whoosh. 10 strikeouts for Kikuchi so far. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He's got number 11, guys. You say Kikuchi with another strikeout. That's 11 for the game. Boom. Change up. I'll show you a nice replay of that one in just a second. Let's take a look at it. Boom. First pitch to Freddie Fermin is in there for strike 1, 85 mile per hour. A similar pitch, man. Kikuchi's rolling here in the 7th. Here's the next pitch. Fermin fouls that one away. Strike 2, guys. Another opportunity for Kikuchi to pick up a 12th strikeout here. Man. Yatta! 0-2 with 1 out. Here comes the pitch. This one's hit down the right field line. Ah, just past the first base line. DeCenzo dives for it, but is not able to get it. That's going to be a base hit. Man, just barely misses that strikeout. That's unfortunate. A one-out base runner for Kikuchi. My guess is that if he gets another base runner here, he might be coming out of the game, but he's up to 93 pitches, so he's facing MJ Melendez. Melendez hits a single into right field. That's going to get the runner to the third. Now we have runners on the corners with one out. On the very first pitch of the at-bat, Melendez to right field. Hector Neris is warming up in the bullpen. Royals with runners on the corners, threatening to ruin the shutout for Kikuchi. Espada is going to go out to the mound and have a little talk with Yusei. The interpreter goes out with him. Caratini, Dubon join them at the mound. And we get to see another Jeremy Pena commercial for a tacos place. Man, I miss the really good Mexican food down in that area. I can't remember the last time I had Mexican food in Houston. But heck, I'd settle for even the Mexican food back in Louisiana. Any Mexican restaurants down in that area pretty much are good. Of course, not every single one, but most of them are pretty good. Nick Lofton is at the plate with one out, two runners on the corners. Takes the first pitch for ball one. 10 o'clock a.m. here in Japan. Around 10 o'clock p.m. maybe. Ground ball to Pena. He goes to second. They're going to go for two. Too slow. And that scores a run. Can't turn it fast enough. Yeah. It didn't matter how fast Altuve was there. He was not going to be able to get it. So the Royals finally get a run on the board. That ruins the shutout for Kikuchi. So that's unfortunate. But there are two outs, one runner on first. Next pitch, fouled away. Garrett Hampson at the plate. 0-1 is the count to him. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Fouled away again, 94 miles an hour. 94 miles an hour. Strike two. 0-2 is the count. Kikuchi threatening to get another strikeout here. Is he going to be able to get a dozen strikeouts? I sure hope so. It'd be a nice way to go out here in the seventh inning. Runner on first, two outs. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Garrett Hampson. Oh, he steps off the rubber. Fakes a throw over to first. He goes whoop. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one's way outside. Holy cow. Caratini dives out there to grab it. Ball 1-2. Yusei was upset with himself about that one. Kind of lost control of it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This will be the 100th pitch of the game for Yusei. In the dirt. Man, it would have been nice to see a strikeout on his 100th pitch. That would have been great. But that's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Here comes the pitch. In there. Strike 3. He's got it on the low inside corner. 12 strikeouts for Yusei Kikuchi. Right on the inside corner. Got Hampson looking. Boom. Look at that. Perfect. Couldn't have been more perfect. Strikeout number 12, guys. A dozen strikeouts. Yusei Kikuchi finishes 7 innings of 1-run ball. He gave up 4 hits, 1 run. That run didn't come until the 7th inning. What a great performance by Yusei Kikuchi today. Man, if the Astros starting pitchers keep doing this, then all we have to do is make sure the relievers do not muck it up, and we'll be good to go. I mean, the Astros need to be scoring runs when they have runners in scoring position. That has been a big problem. But it's very important that they do not give up their lead. The relievers really have to come in and do their job because the starters are getting it done right now. They really are. Arrighetti, Brown, Kikuchi, Valdez. There's a question mark on Verlander, how he's going to be performing, but the other guys are clearly getting it done. Whew, man. 5-1, the Astros are leading going into the bottom of the 7th. Zach DeCinzo is coming up to the plate, followed by Ben Gamel and Jose Altuve. DeCinzo steps into the batter's box. He's 0 for 2 today, with 2 strikeouts. DeCinzo has really looked like garbage at the plate today. He takes that pitch for ball 1. I'd love to see him just at least get a single or something to kind of turn it around, but just haven't been impressed with his lethargic batting today. That pitch is taken on the outside corner for strike 1, 97 miles an hour. Steven Cruz is still in the game for the Royals, pitching. 1 ball, 1 strike to DeCinzo. DeCinzo fouls that one off. Let's see if I can get Cruz's picture. If I can, I'll put it on the screen. I'll update it. Next pitch is on the way. DeCinzo takes that one for ball 2. The count is even, 2-2. Here comes the next pitch from Cruz. That's hit pretty hard to right field. Man, the right fielder, Hampson, he's just barely able to get over there in time to catch it. DeCinzo finally gives the ball a ride to the opposite field, but it just hangs too long, giving the right fielder time to get over there and get it with a basket catch. Man, just barely in time. Almost almost a double or a triple could have been for DeCinzo there if it had landed. Man, close. That brings up Ben Gamel. He's 1 for 2 today? 1 for 3? First pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. I think I can change the pitcher now. Steven Cruz, that's right. Good old Steven Cruz. The 1-0 pitch comes in there. Sounds like strike 1 to me. No runners on. I need to clear the bases. There we go. 1-1 is the count to Ben Gamel. That one's in the dirt for ball 2. 98 miles an hour. 2-1 is the count. With 1 out, no runners on. For anyone just joining, the Astros are up 5-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Ben Gamel's at the plate with 1 out, 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Steven Cruz. He bounces it to the second baseman. Should be an easy play. He lobs it over to first. No problem. That's out number 2. Easy peasy. My hero, Jose Altuve, comes to the plate. He doesn't have a hit today. He's 0 for 2. But he was hit by pitches last at bat. First pitch is up in the zone for a strike. 98 miles an hour. Very far outside upper corner. Come on, Altuve. That one's low and outside for ball one. I want to see Altuve get on base here with a hit. Just want him to improve that batting average. He's batting .297 right now. I want him back up to .310. Come on, man. Here we go. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball two. 2-1. Good eye for Altuve. He's taken 3 balls. One of those was just barely on the corner. Not a good pitch to be swinging at, though. 2-1 with 2 outs, no runners on. Here's the pitch to Altuve. Cruz puts that one right on the lower outside corner. Called ball 3, though. That was close. That was really, really close. Altuve has a hitter's count here, 3-1. He might be able to swing away if it's anywhere near the zone. It is. He swings away, but he fouls it off. 97 miles an hour, and that's going to load the count 3-2. Anything going on in the chat right now? A little bit. I changed my picture. Oh, okay, I see. Did you? Next pitch is fouled away again by Altuve. He stays alive. The count remains 3-2. There's the foul by Altuve. Here comes another 3-2 pitch. This is the 37th pitch for Cruz. It's on the way now. High fastball. Got him swinging. Strike 3. Man, that would have been ball 4, my friend. Altuve hacking at something that was up around his head. Way above the strike zone. Take a look at this one. Could have just let that one go, Tuve. But that's out number 3. We're going to go into the top of the 8th. And nothing doing with the Astros in the bottom of the 7th. Yusei Kikuchi, I pretty much guarantee that he's going to be out of the game. I'm sure he's done. He got to 100 and something pitches. About 103 pitches or so. Let's see. 101. 101 pitches for Kikuchi, and he got through the 7th inning. So I would imagine in the top of the 8th, the Astros are going to have a different pitcher. Not exactly sure who it's going to be right now because Brian Abreu has come in the past couple of games. They might be giving him a break. We will see. It looks like it's going to be Hector Neris, guys. On my screen, they just updated it to Hector Neris. So my guess is that that is correct. It's going to be Hector Neris. All right. Neris had a good inning the other day in his first pitching assignment back with the Astros. Looking for him to keep that streak going today. Who's on first base? Oops, I just saw that. Who's on first base? Nobody. I'm sorry, but sometimes I forget to change this. I have to change those manually. I know that there are... It's difficult to explain. I don't even know the language for all of it, but there are ways to get live updates for things like the base pads. Wow. Hilarious. Hector Neris, very first pitch of the first inning. Michael Garcia flies out to left field, put away by Alvarez. He floats in and grabs it. Just like that, one away here in the top of the 8th. Nice. Caratini is now meeting with Neris on the mound. Michael Massey is coming to the plate. Pam, ignore me if you see somebody on the base pads and you're a little confused about it. It could be that I forgot to remove them off. If you know that there's nobody on base, feel free to point it out to me and I'll change it. Next pitch is outside. That's the first pitch to Massey. Just misses the outside corner. 92 miles an hour. 1-0 is the count. Here comes the next pitch to Massey. That was right in the zone. Hit really high out to right, but into the stands. For strike one. 1-1 is the count. Here's the next pitch from Neris. That one's hit again to right field, but this one might be in play. It looks like it's going to be. Gamble is floating over, and he's got it no problem. Out number 2. Two outs, no runners on. Bobby Whiff Jr. is at the plate. He takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Almost said strike 1. Ball 1. 1-0 is the count. Here comes the next pitch. Whiff Jr. whiffs for strike 1. 1-1. Nice slider. 82 miles an hour. Here comes the next pitch, the 1-1 pitch. Fouled back, foul tip for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Whiff Jr. I'll never get tired of that nickname. Bobby Whiff Jr. His father set a record for most strikeouts in the majors, and now he's following in his father's footsteps. Here comes the 1-2 count. Pitch, and it's in the dirt, 83 miles an hour for ball 2. That evens the count. It's interesting how it doesn't update the picture, though. Oh, it did, and now it finally did. That's weird. Uh-oh. Whiff might be hitting. Yeah, that one's gone. Are you kidding me? Neris gives up a home run to Whiff Jr. So Whiff Jr. gets angry and finally gets a hit in the series, or a nice hit in the series, and it's gone. Way up to almost to the railroad track. Crowd is annoyed about that. Neris gives up the first long ball of the game. So think about that. Once again, this is my issue. A reliever coming in, and he only needs to get through 1 inning, and he gives up homers or he gives up runs. I find that completely unacceptable. To me, that's just unacceptable. Salvador Perez comes to the plate. Strike 1 called to Perez. 0-1 is the count. Astros up 5-2 with 2 outs. That pitch is inside, almost hits him. 1-1. Neris has given up 1 run now in within his first 2 appearances as an Astro, as a return Astro. Swing and a foul ball. Strike 2. 1-2 is the count. In my opinion, I feel that a good reliever should have an ERA under 1. Ground ball to Pena. Pena fires over to first. Out number 3. And the inning is over, but not before Harris gives up a solo shot to Whiff Jr. Here's the ground ball to Pena for the final out of the inning. We're going into the bottom of the 8th, guys. We are in the home stretch now. The Astros have one more chance to pad their lead a little bit. They are up by 3, 5-2. I'm interested to see who the Astros bring in for the top of the 9th. But for now, let's take a look at who the batters are going to be for the Astros. Yordan Alvarez will lead it off in the bottom of the 8th, followed by Yainer Diaz and Jeremy Pena. It's interesting, Pam, because when you first changed your picture, all of your old messages had your old thumbnail picture, and then your new ones had your new thumbnail picture. But now all of them have changed to your new thumbnail picture. That's weird. YouTube is so strange sometimes. 17 likes on the video, guys. I just need 3 more. 3 more. Just 3 more. Motto, motto, onegaishimasu. More, please. 3 more likes on the video to get to 20. I'd really appreciate that. Up to 116 subscribers. I'm happy to see that. You know, I think I was at 109 at the beginning of the morning. Early this morning when I got up, I think I was still at 109. And now I'm up 7 more subscribers. That's great. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. I think the views haven't been too high today. Haven't had more than about, I think maybe 20 to 25 viewers simultaneously at the most. I think the most I've had so far for any of these games is around 50 or 55. And so I do appreciate you guys subbing and liking the videos. It really does help me out, helps out my channel. As the channel grows, I'm hoping to keep these ad-free. My goal is, 1, for the channel to grow, for me to have a lot of subs and viewers, and that will open the door for sponsorships, and I can get paid with the sponsorships, and I don't have to activate the ads, so you guys won't be troubled with the ads. Yordan Alvarez playing around with the catcher at the plate. He was playing around with Yordan. Looks like the very first pitch to Yordan goes all the way to the wall. Did he just rob Yordan of a home run? He did, I swear. I kid you not. The very first pitch to Yordan, he hits it out. But the right fielder robs him. He catches it right at the wall. Man, what a catch. Yordan continues to have problems hitting home runs in Minute Maid Park, and he's laughing about it. He can't believe it. But look at this great catch by the right fielder to rob Yordan. Here's another angle. Look at this. Look at that. Amazing. They're talking about Yordan, how he's struggling to hit home runs in Minute Maid Park. And that's a good example of just how difficult it is for him right now. But 1-1 is the count to Yainer Diaz while we're watching those replays. Next pitch is a swing and foul tip, strike 2. 1-2. No runners on, 1 out. Absolutely amazing. Here comes the next pitch. Chris Stratton is on the mound, by the way. He's pitching this inning. That's in the dirt for ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here comes the pitch to Yainer Diaz. Low and outside in the dirt. That's a full count. Here's the next pitch from Stratton. Grounded by Yainer to shortstop. Should be no problem. He fires the first and gets the out. That's out number 2. Yainer goes down on a grounder. Nothing doing there. 2 up and 2 down. Man, still sad about Yordan not getting that homer. That would have been nice. That brings up Jeremy Pena. Here's the first pitch to Pena. He hits that up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. Very first pitch. Line drive to center field. So Pena is going to go to first with 2 outs. Jeremy Pena on first with 2 outs entering the bottom of the 8th inning. That brings up Jake Myers. Pickoff move to first base. Pena back, no problem. Crowd boos. No reason to boo that. Come on now. Myers doesn't have a hit today. He does have 2 strikeouts, so that's something. First pitch is low. Just barely misses the zone for ball 1. Myers avoids the Myers count. The 0-2 count. It's now 1-0. This one's hit, but foul, it looks like. Nope. That's going to be caught. Jake Myers puts it into play. Out to right field. That's going to be out number 3, and that does it for the Astros in the bottom of the 8th. So nothing doing for the Astros. They don't add anything in the 8th. They have the big 6th inning and come away with nothing in the 7th and the 8th. Jordan was robbed of a home run. Excuse me. I did get Chris Stratton, his picture downloaded, but it's useless now. Now that we're in the 9th inning, the bottom of the 9th. Astros up 5-2. Yusei Kikuchi had a brilliant outing. Pitched 7 innings. Didn't give up a run until the 7th. Astros came alive in the 6th and scored 5 runs. Royals pitcher Cole Reagans. I feel sorry for the guy because he had such a great game through 5 innings, but in the 6th innings, the Astros just broke him down. Just hit after hit after hit. We are now in the top of the 9th. Ryan Presley is on the mound for the Astros, guys. They bring in Presley to try to close this game out for the Stros. I need to remove the base runner. There is no base runner. And I want to change the picture to Ryan Presley. There we go. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Here's the next pitch from Presley. Right in there, 89 miles an hour. Another swing and a miss. Strike 2. 0-2 is the count against Paul DeJong. Here comes the next pitch from Presley. Swing and a miss. Strike out. 83 miles an hour. Almost in the dirt. DeJong goes down swinging. 3-pitch strikeout for Ryan Presley. That's great right there. That is really great. Can't argue with that. That brings up Freddie Fermin. First pitch to him is low, 90 miles an hour. That's ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 1 out, no runners on. Ryan Presley dealing to Freddie Fermin, the catcher. This one's hit hard to left field. It looks like it's going to be just foul. A fan catches it, no problem, right in the stands, just about 3 or 4 feet inside the stands. That's strike 1. That was a really good catch, just nabbed it with his glove. He had the glove on. Check out this catch. He just goes whoop and grabs it. Whoop. No problem. 1-1 is the count. Here comes the pitch from Presley. This one's hit high in the air. Gamble is over in left field. He comes over and grabs it, no problem. I showed there was a replay of the fan catching the ball out in left field. Here's that fly ball. Gamble floats over. Jordan's out of the game. That was kind of weird. When he went to pull it out, he dropped the ball. That was weird. But out number 2. Here comes the first pitch from Presley to MJ Melendez. That's a little high for ball 1. Astros 1 out away now from ending this game and taking this series from the Royals. 3 straight wins. Here comes the 1-0 pitch from Presley. That one's way high, 93 miles an hour, ball 2. 2-0 with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Low, right below the zone, 90 miles an hour. Good pitch from Presley. He gets the whiff on Melendez. That makes the count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitches on the way. That one's hit hard and through the hole. That's going to be a single right past Altuve. Altuve dives for it, but he's not able to get to it. Kansas City with a runner on first with 2 outs. Presley gives up the hit down the right side there. Adam Frazier is going to come in as a pinch hitter. Caratini goes out to the mound to have a little discussion with Ryan Presley. Joe Espada joins the party. Dubon is over. We have a little foursome on the mound right now. Frazier batting .208. Left-handed pinch hitter. Frazier steps into the box. We're ready to go. Presley's on the rubber. Runner on first, 2 outs. Here comes the first pitch to Frazier. That one's outside. Ball 1, 89 miles an hour. Almost a foot off the plate. 1-0. Here comes the next pitch from Presley. A little bit of a delay. And now here's the delivery. Ooh, right on the outside corner. Good pitch. 93 miles an hour. Perfectly placed. That evens the count 1-1. Here comes the next pitch. Ooh, gets the swing and miss on a curveball, almost in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Presley ahead in the count. The crowd comes to their feet cheering, wanting that strikeout. Here you can see the swing and miss on that good pitch by Presley. Whip. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here comes a pitch in the dirt. Ball 2. Crowd calms down a little bit. Two outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Adam Frazier at the plate facing Ryan Presley here in the top of the 9th. Here comes the pitch. Bounced foul. I don't know why the crowd was cheering about that one. Count remains 2-2. It's not like it was strike 2. Crowd just happy to see something that was not a ball or a hit. Crazy crowd cheering at a foul ball. Here comes the second 2-2 pitch. Ooh, a little outside and low. That's going to make the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Here's that pitch, that ball 3. Just barely missed. This one's grounded to Altuve. Altuve fires to first, and that's it, guys. Out number 3. Of course, Altuve gets to be the one to put the nail in this coffin. Astros win 5-2 with that ground out. Ryan Presley comes in and does his job. No damage done. Gives up one hit. But the Astros end this game, a well-earned game, on a masterful pitching performance. Yet another Houston Astros masterful pitching performance. This time courtesy of your friend from Japan, Yusei Kikuchi. And you know what that means. Now it's time for a quick summary of the game, a quick recap. But before I do that, I just want to say, before any of you leave, thank you so much for being here and supporting the channel, whether it's liking the video, subscribing, making donations, whatever, anything, even positive comments, all of it is welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, please like the video before you head out. I'm at 17. I'd like to get to 20. I just need 3 likes. My subscribers are up to 116 today. My next goal is 500. So if you're interested in the Astros live play-by-plays and some of the playoff games coming up, as well as later on, I hope to be doing the LSU Tiger football games. If you're interested in either one of those, please subscribe. Pam, thank you so much for being here. Jordan, thank you, sir. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, sir. And DeLion, thank you for being here again. Sweet Richard, thank you for coming in. Daniel, thank you for being here again. All of you guys and gals. And now it's time for a quick summary of the game. Let's go to the scoring summary. Oops, I've got the wrong game on my board. I've got, I think, yesterday's game on the board. That's right. Okay, here's today's game. All right, guys. No scoring until the bottom of the 6th. Diaz singled to left field, scoring Altuve and Gamble. Astros up 2-0. Again in the 6th, Pena tripled off the wall in center field, scoring Alvarez and Diaz. 2 more runs on the board. Astros up 4-0. Wild pitch by Cruz. Pena scores, barely sliding it at home. Astros 5-0. In the top of the 7th, the Royals would come back and get 1 run when Lofton grounded into a fielder's choice, scoring Furman. That would be their first run of the game, and the only earned run given up by Kikuchi. In the top of the 8th, the Royals added 1 more run when Bobby Whiff Jr. homered to left field off of Hector Neris. But that was the only damage done. 5-2, Kansas City. Astros shut them down after that. Presley came in the 9th, gave up 1 hit, a single, and got 3 outs. Astros shut them down 5-2. What about the pitching for the Astros today? Well, Kikuchi went 7 full innings, guys. The goal was to get him through 6 for the first time. He did that. But not only that, he got through 7. 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 12 strikeouts. A dozen strikeouts for Kikuchi today. This is his 6th game with the Astros. He hasn't given up any more than 3 runs in any game so far. And actually, he's only done that 1 time. In 2 other games, he's given up 2. In 2 other games, he's given up... Oh, and now 3 games, he's given up just 1. That's awesome. He's performing extremely well. His ERA continues to go down. And the Astros are just really balling right now with their starting pitchers. They're doing such a phenomenal job with their starters. They're looking really, really good. If they keep this up, and I'm not happy with Neris giving up a home run today, but the good thing is that between him and Presley, they only gave up 1 run total in 2 innings. Can't be too upset with that. They hold on to win 5-2. The Astros bats came alive. They pretty much sucked the whole game except for that 1 inning when they just lit it up in the 6th. Awesome. So the Astros are sweeping this series so far. 3 games to none. They have 1 more game at home against the Royals tomorrow. and I will give you a quick preview of that game. I do have the ability to call this game tomorrow because it starts so early. I have to go to Hiroshima City to visit my doctor. I have monthly appointments to have my blood drawn. I have tests that I have to do and everything because I'm fighting cancer. So I have to make the trip to the city tomorrow, the main hospital, and get checked out. But since this game starts so early, 3 o'clock, basically, 3:10 in the middle of the night for me, I can get up and call the game, and I want to. So what I'm going to try to do is get to bed as soon as I can tonight and get up to call this game. For me, it should be over by about, 6:45 in the morning. And then that will give me an opportunity to get my stuff together, get ready, and go get on the bus and go to the hospital. It takes about an hour and a half bus ride from my house to the hospital in Hiroshima. Who's on the mound for the game tomorrow? Ronel Blanco. I'm hoping that Blanco has a better game. He's had some shaky starts recently. I'm hoping that he's had some good rest and he's inspired by what's going on with his teammates and the other pitchers. And he comes in and he has at least 6 or 7 strong innings tomorrow. His ERA is currently at 3.14. He's going to be facing Alec Marsh. Alec Marsh is 7-7 for the Royals. His ERA is 4.67. Let's take a quick look at his stats to see what we can expect from the Astros bats against him tomorrow. He has pitched 106 innings. In those innings, he's given up 100 hits. So he's giving up almost 1 hit per inning. Astros have a good chance to be hitting the ball. Add to that 33 walks. So in 106 innings, players have been on base or around the bases at least 133 times. He's given up 15 home runs in those 116 innings. So basically about 14%. About 14% of the innings he gives up home runs. I think overall this bodes well for the Astros. With Blanco on the mound and Marsh facing the Astros have a really good opportunity to sweep this series. And according to the matchup predictor on ESPN, the Astros have a 55.5% chance of winning the game. Pam says, thanks for covering. Thank you, Pam. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for being so supportive. And I wish you a good evening. I hope you have a nice rest tonight. And if you have the opportunity, please be here for the game tomorrow. I have decided that I'm going to go ahead and call it, since even though it's in the middle of the night, I feel that I can get some good rest today and get a good sleep tonight and get up early and call the game. The Tigers game tomorrow, the LSU Tigers game tomorrow, starts a little later than that. So I think that I can actually call the Astros game, and then I'm not sure yet, but I might be able to call part of the Tigers game before I go get on the bus and go to Hiroshima. But we'll see. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how I feel and if I have the access to it. I can't use the same network, obviously, to watch the LSU Tiger games that I use for the Houston Astro games. These are two different things. But we will see. I think that's pretty much it. I don't have anything else for you. Yeah, that's it. I gave you the summary for the game, the update for tomorrow's game. Astros are leading the series 3-0. Oh, yes, there's one more thing. I wanted to take a look at the scores around the league. We care mostly about what the Mariners are doing. And if they are playing today, let's see. They should be playing today. They are. They are in the first inning. Nothing doing there. They're playing the Angels. It's 1-0. I'm sorry, it's 0-0 in the first inning with a runner on first. So nothing going yet in that game. I don't see anything for the Rangers. There they are. The Rangers beat the A's 3-2. But if we look at the standings as they are right now, the Astros are 4.5 games in front of the Mariners. If the Mariners manage to lose to the Angels today, then the Astros will be 5 games in front of them. So let's hope that the Mariners are unable to muster a win against the Angels. We need to keep at least that 5-game lead over them going into the next month and a half or so. But that's it, guys and gals. Good night for me. Yes, absolutely. Have a good night, Pam, and the rest of you. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are. It's about 10:45 in the morning here for me. I'm going to get off of here, take a little bit of a break, and then get prepared for my afternoon classes. That's all for now, and I guess all that's left to say is Geaux Stros, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye.